This is an on-the-trail interview with Aiseya, one of my best friends from the Camino. It was a beautiful and very hilly walk through the eucalyptus forest.
OK, 我们今天要从 Golega 走到 Tomar， 差不多33公里 or I don't know, 33 kilometers. And 昨天晚上在住的地方碰到两个人，一个是72岁的德国人，他已经走得很远了，然后现在跟我走的是一个30岁的从荷兰来的，然后后来我们昨天在聊的时候，他会讲他在台湾上过学校，因为我们昨天我跟那个德国人用我们知道很少的西班牙文聊，然后我要介绍的 Aiseya 跟德国人叫 Carl， 他们两个是用德文聊，然后我跟 Aiseya 用英文，但是后来学到他会有一点中文，所以我们今天要跟他录一集，了解他在台湾住的经验。Okay, so I'm introducing you.
你好。
Can you do a self-introduction? 自我介绍。
好，你好，我的名字是 Aiseya。
怎么拼 ？How do you spell it?
Aiseya。我的中文名字是范思雅。
Oh, I did not know that.
我是荷兰人。What else?
And 你为什么会去台湾 ？Why did you go to Taiwan?
因为我觉得中文很有意思。Also experience different culture and adventure.
And also love.
Also love, yes. Love has brought me to many places. I was living together there. I was all settled in Taipei. Go to school. I went to Shida. And I really had a good time over there. Met a lot of great people.
你去了几个月 ？How many months were you there?
6 months.
6个月。And 你喜欢吃台湾的什么东西 ？What do you like to eat?
我很喜欢吃
或是喝
台湾包子。
哦。
台湾包子面包。
Why? 为什么？
It's very soft. It's very tasty. It's not something that we would have in the Netherlands. It's very different. And I also really like Intunaicha. It's very tasty. It's the only best places to get them is in Taiwan.
Do you like the QQ, like the chewy zinzu part?
Yes. I like it very much.
Is that a weird texture for you guys?
It is a bit weird, but it's nice. Yeah.
And what do you dislike? My favorite food, actually.
Chou tofu.
Why?
It's very smelly.
And 你觉得在台湾学到什么东西 Like, what did you learn in Taiwan about yourself or Chinese or whatever?
Oh, that's a nice question. I learned a lot about the culture as well. The culture is very different than the culture in the Netherlands. Actually, I have a funny story to tell. So I was living together with a Taiwanese girl, and there was the moon party, and apparently at that day there are a lot of barbecues. So I invited friends from my school, and they were from South America, and they are very different. They are very outgoing, and so during the barbecue, the friends of my ex-girlfriend, they were very relaxed. They talked in their regular voices. While the friends that I brought, they were drinking, partying, dancing. It was like two cultures colliding. But it was a good time. It was nice.
And so were you there before COVID?
Yes.
在疫情之前.
Yeah.
So you didn't have to experience
No.
the lockdown or anything.
Because I think COVID happened a year after that, and I had to go back to my country because my grandfather was very ill. He was in the hospital. So the day after, I took a plane back home after 4 and something years.
Hold on, we have to find our route.
Oh, look at that area.
Oh wait, so we're supposed to go that way now?
We walked the wrong way.
There was another arrow down that way, but I was like, why would they put it uphill? This is like gonna be the day-to-day challenge, I think. It's my day 2 and your day 5.
5, yeah. Let me check.
Hold on, we're gonna check. He's got an app.
Okay, we need to go back.
Okay. Thankfully, we've got multiple eyes on this. Okay. I'm sorry about your grandfather, but I'm glad you got to see him. And we were talking about your grandfather just now. Turns out Aiseya 是有印尼血统. So he's got like Indonesian heritage. And yeah, can you explain a little bit?
Yeah, so both of my grandfathers are from Indonesia. They were both born and raised over there. One of my grandfathers has a little bit of a darker history about that time. He had to move out of Indonesia because of the conflicts during that time with Japan, and he also experienced some times in concentration camps where he was held with his family, and where he also lost part of his family as well. And when he came to the Netherlands by boat, he as I told before, the first thoughts that he had was it was very cold in the Netherlands. Very cold. He found it a bit difficult to live over there, not only because of the cold, but also because at that time foreigners were not really accepted. So he would have a lot of fights as well, and it was just a very difficult time for him. And my grandmother, who has a very open mind, she actually fell in love with him. So they started a family, and without them I wouldn't be here.
But your other grandfather is also Indonesian.
He's also
Similar.
from Indonesian. He's from a different part. I don't know a lot about his life story, but it's not as tragic as my other grandfather's one. He got raised in a more like a more richer family, I guess. So he didn't really felt like the big
discrimination
changes.
and stuff.
Yeah.
And would you speak to your grandparents in Dutch, or did they speak a little bit combination of Bahasa with you?
Well, I would speak Dutch to them. Both of my grandfathers obviously speak Bahasa, and only it's funny because if we mention like Indonesian dishes, that's when I hear like, oh yeah, so you pronounce it like that.
What's an example?
For example, we have this dish called it's like spicy chicken. It's called ayam pedas, and if you would say it in like a Dutch version, it would sound like ayam pedas, like very
The accent on a different syllable.
Yeah, and I must say Indonesian food is also one of my favorite types of food. I love spicy food, and I'm really glad that I grew up with so many types of culture as well, and food, of course.
So like going to Taiwan was not different. So I mean, we don't have as much in the curry domain, but did you have Indonesian food when you were in Taiwan? Because you went relatively recently, right?
Yeah. No, I didn't have any Indonesian food. If I visit a country, I try to understand as much as possible about the country itself, like food and like culture-wise. So I ate a lot of Taiwanese food. At that time I was vegetarian, which wasn't really a problem as well. There were so many dishes with meat, but there was also a very big part of the Taiwanese Buddhist side that had vegetarian options to offer, which is really nice.
What are some classic dishes you would have?
Classic dishes
of like the vegetarian sort?
Well, I'm not sure if it's very Taiwanese, but I ate a lot of dumplings.
But without meat?
Without meat, yeah. I would go to like a small Buddhist restaurant, or you could see like a Buddhist symbol, and then you know like, oh yeah. And I would just order whatever, and sometimes because I didn't spoke the language, I would just point something out on the menu, and then I would say like, well, yeah, chicken, and I'm okay, and then I didn't even know what it said, but it was like a surprise.
Was there anything that came out not being what you expected?
Well, because vegetarian dishes are very easy, so they weren't really like I don't know, like pig's blood or whatever.
Which you also eat?
Yeah, which I also tried. Also not my favorite, by the way, but
you rank it higher than so tofu?
Yes, much higher. I have yeah.
Well, that's awesome. And what did you do? Are there specific spots that, because you lived in Taipei, right?
Yes.
Did you go hang out in or like tour other parts of Taiwan while you were there?
Yes. I went to Taichung. Also to the very southern parts. What's it called again?
Kenting?
The big city in the south.
Pingdong? Kaohsiung.
Kaohsiung.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually got my tattoo over there.
Oh, what is it?
Peony flowers on my shoulders.
Oh yeah, we were just talking about that.
Yeah. Obrigado.
Obrigado.
And yeah, it's very funny because I came there. I had made the appointment like a while back, and when I stood there in the shop, the tattoo artists were like, "Oh, he's so big," and then
Hold on, I'm gonna give you a perspective. It's hard to tell because I'm not in the frame with you. How tall are you?
I am. What is it
In meters, it's okay.
meters? It's 196, so almost 2 meters.
Okay, so we're standing next to each other right now. I'm 5'4". Okay, so tattoos.
Yeah, so I got tattooed by 2 artists at the same time.
Oh my gosh, did that hurt?
It wasn't very pleasant, I must say, but it was bearable. And after that, yeah, actually I had a very good time over there. I even went to the cinema for the first time with
What do you mean the first time?
in
in
Taiwan.
Kaohsiung. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And which movie was that? Queen was the movie.
Ah.
From Queen, yeah. And yeah, it's a very beautiful city. We stayed in a very, very large building. I can't even, I don't even know how many levels it had.
Did you bike in Taiwan too? So in in the Netherlands, not Amsterdam, but in the Netherlands, you bike every day.
Every day, yeah. That's how I grew up. If you go to the city or if you go to school or whatever, just take the bike and go. And even during winter time or when it's raining, take the bike.
All right, I'm gonna go. Oh, okay, you're just gonna stay on that side. Okay, were you brave enough to bike in Taiwan?
I didn't have. Yeah. Actually, yeah. There were those bikes that you could rent. It's with like the car that you use for
Like a U-bike or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did some of that over there. Yeah, it was nice.
How was it different? Did you feel safer? I mean,
No.
did you feel less safe?
Less safe, yeah. There are no proper bike lanes.
No proper bike lanes.
Yeah, so that was the traffic in Taiwan is a bit different. It's a bit more chaotic.
Hold on, I got a prickle in my knee. Okay. And because you were saying that in the Netherlands you have dedicated wide
Yeah, like
lanes for biking. You can bike across the whole country.
yeah, you can bike across the whole country. Every place is it's like accessible by bike. Yeah.
That's cool. What did you think of the MRT or the high-speed rail?
It was very nice. I was a little bit, afraid of how things would have turned out, but there were a lot of people from different countries willing to learn Mandarin, and yeah, it was very nice to make friends over there as well, and go to classes, talk with the teacher, and I must say I've never studied so hard in my life as back then to learn Mandarin.
Did you learn like 注音符号 or pinyin or
Yes,
and all that?
Yeah, all that. I think that was even the hardest of it, was to learn the characters.
How did you? Can you hear the difference of the different tones?
Yes. That was. They really tried to make it clear at the beginning of our lessons.
How do they do that?
They would say like you have like for example rabbit. Rabbit is like 兔子,
兔子.
and you have belly, and it's also like
肚子.
兔子, and they were like, yeah, 兔子. Oh, that's a little bit how they were teaching
What was the most difficult part of either learning Chinese or of like living in Taiwan?
Learning Chinese was a very big challenge for me. I guess when I felt more comfortable speaking it was when I really needed it. So if I would ask for directions, or if I would go to a restaurant and I needed something vegetarian, or basically if I was alone and I had to survive in the city. That was very challenging, but very nice as well. And also small talk with people. Like, the people are very, not a lot of them could speak English, but they're very open to talk about where you're from, or what your name is, and that kind of stuff.
Can you tell the difference between Mandarin, Taiwanese, and others that you might have come across? Other languages of Taiwan?
I think personally, I think the Taiwanese version or way sounds a bit nicer. Also, the characters are they look much nicer as well. More difficult, but nicer.
你说繁体字 versus like 简体, like the traditional Chinese versus simplified in the writing version. Okay. Any last comments for anybody who is interested in going to Taiwan or do language programs? Any thoughts?
Yes. Study hard, but also enjoy. And try all the food that you can see. And don't be afraid to talk to people. Just go for it.
Can you do a quick summary in Dutch?
Yeah.
Or teach me a couple phrases or something?
Yeah, sure. Ik ben gaan studeren in Taiwan. Taipei is de hoofdstad daarvan. Ik heb daar echt super hard moeten leren. Ik heb zelfs nog nooit zo hard geleerd in heel mijn leven. En ik heb zelfs momenten gehad dat ik tot 's avonds laat in de bibliotheek gewoon aan het oefenen was. Zodat ik al die symbolen goed wist en zo. Maar het was het wel waard. Want op een gegeven moment, als je je daar bekend mee voelt, dan loopt alles gewoon lekker vanzelf. En als je daar ooit naartoe gaat, probeer zoveel mogelijk dingen uit. Gewoon doe de dingen waar je je goed bij voelt. En wees niet bang om gewoon dingen uit te proberen.
Is that done? Finish. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. 谢谢 Aiseya.
谢谢，再见。
拜拜，再见。
拜拜。
And after we finished our interview, we realized we had been going in the wrong direction for about a kilometer because we hit a highway and couldn't cross it. So we had to turn around, double back. So that added probably 1 or 2 kilometers to our trip for the day. And we ended up at about 20 miles. I'll post highlights from this section in another video.